Referee Harvey Dock leaned over to the commission and asked, do we have to go to a replay on that? They said no.
Yeah, but you know, right there in that replay, he did get hit with the shot.
Yeah, that may have been, that looked like a knockdown.
Yeah, it's one of those balance shots. But then, you know, Vergil got up and he hurt Bohachuk with a big overhand right.
All right, people, the fight's already started. The fight's already started. Watching this, give me a second.
Well, one thing with Vergil is his last two fights haven't gone past the first round. So, you know, right here, Bohachuk is testing him. So we're gonna...
All right, we're in round number 2, people. Give me a second. All right, the fight's already begun. We got Vergil Ortiz, who is the chosen one. They have him, Turkey a la Chicken wants him to fight Terrence Crawford for his next fight. So the Vergil Ortiz was actually awarded not getting a knockdown. He was literally knocked down in the previous round with a right hand, and he's getting special treatment in here. We got both men trading shots over here. Let's turn on our music. This is round number 2. It's round 2. Getting here very late. All right. Getting here at the main event, people. The fucking main event. Ortiz just pressuring in. Right hand. Already dropped, as I said in the previous round. Ortiz was fucking dropped. He's down. I mean, if we want to lie, we could pretend that he's not down. He's 2 points, 2-0 right now. Ortiz landing an upright uppercut. What's this? Bohachuk? Bohachuk needs to watch out. He needs to be on his P's and Q's right now. He's kind of walking in. He's eating shots. He definitely has the power to hurt Ortiz. He's already showed he can knock the guy out. That was some dirty, dirty shit, people. I knew as soon as they said they wanted this guy to fight Terrence Crawford that this guy Ortiz was going to get special treatment. Give me 1 second while I check my audio levels. I'm guessing that. Is my mic? I hope my mic isn't like off. Okay, I see it's on. Maybe a bit too loud. I'm going to turn that off. All right, we got just guys kind of pawing at each other right now. Nothing too big. Ortiz looked to be landing the majority. There's a nice jab from Bohachuk. The Ukrainian just stepping in with a right hand. Ortiz rolling it. We're real early in the fight, and Ortiz has already been dropped once. And as I said earlier, the special treatment is obvious. They want Ortiz winning this fight. That was one of the dirtiest fucking things I've seen, people. This guy's clearly dropped with a fucking right hand, and they lied their asses off. Right in the beginning, the ref is like, no knockdown, right? Is are you fucking kidding me? The guy ate a fucking right hand right on his ear and went down. So, you know, people, when I see shit like that, you know, all I hope for is for Ortiz to get knocked the fuck out. Because I hate when they do this kind of dirty shit. They try to... Turkey's already chosen who he wants this guy to fight. Because what does he want? He wants the fucking Mexican dollar. That's what he wants. So I'm hoping that this Ukrainian knocks this dude the fuck out. Because he deserves it. He's a fucking chosen one. Okay, we come to the end of round number 2. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm scoring it right now, people. Give me a second.
It's a marathon. It's not a race. One round at a time, little by little. You have to be defensively responsible. Remember, position to attack, position to defend. Little by little, little by little. So the whole road break. Little by little. So you have to start getting to the body, right? Okay. Right? Hey, listen, do something.
Okay, we're just writing in my scores.
Seconds out.
Right here, Vergil rolling some shots.
Wait.
Setting up Bohachuk with that left hook to the body. Doubling up on it. Great body work by Vergil.
Here we're in round number 3. All right, round number 3, people. Here we go. All right, got Bohachuk just shooting in a jab. Ortiz kind of just peppering him. Straight right hand does not land. Let me lower this shit. Bohachuk stepping in with a jab. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Bohachuk? Chuck? Yeah, Bohachuk. Okay, I'm just going to call him Chuck. Chuck stepping in with the jab. Chuck has a very, he's got, like, I would say, sticky movement. He has a very kind of sluggish kind of movement. He doesn't kind of like... He doesn't really shoot in with his blows in a sharp manner. Ortiz landing a lot of left hooks to the semi-low blows to the left. He likes doing that, it seems like. Bohachuk's got to watch out. He's really got to start, you know, he's got to start conserving his energy. I mean, we're only in the 3rd round. He's getting caught on that left side of his body. He's got to watch out. Ortiz looks like he's trying to just, cut down the larger man. There's another left hook to the body. Bohachuk needs to start investing to the body as well. Ortiz mixing it up. I think Bohachuk knows that he can hurt Ortiz, so he's just his plan isn't to really go into just kind of a firefight. He's waiting to hit him with something hard and drop him. Ortiz is trying to break him down slowly. He's kind of leaning on him, basically Mexican style. This is what Ortiz is doing right now. Bohachuk should go down the middle to the body with the right hand, right hook to the body. So right hook, chopping right shot around the guard of Ortiz, and there's a short little uppercut. Ortiz is really focused on landing this left hook to the body. Bohachuk is taking a step back, throws the left hook. Ortiz bent real low, people. They're forehead to forehead, basically. There's another left hook from Ortiz. The thing with Ortiz where he's fucking up is he's wide open right now to hooks to the head. And there's a left hook to the head. Ortiz is opening himself up to these hooks to the head. The way his posture, the way he's posturing in. I mean, this is literally Mexican style here. Bohachuk needs to throw that right uppercut. That's really the shot to go for. Dude's just trading shots on the inside, forehead to forehead. So very hard to judge because they're both hitting each other. They're going back and forth. Bohachuk, two jabs. There's a right hand that misses. Ortiz throwing a big right hook and it misses. There's a left hook. It's a partial from Bohachuk. Bohachuk kind of just pivoting around there. He was on the corners. Now he's got Ortiz on the ropes. This is going to be a war of attrition, it looks like. These guys are just wailing away on each other. There's a nice uppercut, right uppercut that shoots to the middle of the guard from Ortiz. And there's a nice right hook to the body from Ortiz. This is Bohachuk needs to watch out because he's getting outworked. This is what's happening. He really should be taking steps back. We're coming to the end of round number 3. There's a nice jab, straight right hand. Bohachuk throwing a straight right hand. It looks like it's caught in the gloves. A lot of shots coming through. We come to the end of round number 3. I'm going to score this. Listen to this.
Right here, Vergil setting up a great overhand right, and then finishing with that left hook to the body. And you know, Bohachuk he's throwing shots, but there's no leverage on it.
Well, interesting advice in the Bohachuk corner a moment ago as round 4 begins. Gabe, what do you think about that advice? They're telling him, throw the uppercut first, then go to the body, trying to give him a little bit of a strike.
All right, here we go. We got round number 4. They're just downplaying everything Bohachuk does, of course, because Ortiz is supposed to be winning this fight. That's why, people. This shit is set up for him to win. It's obvious. You got a guy who's dropped by a right hand clearly, very clearly. Clear as fucking day. And they called it a slip. Some of the most bullshit. This guy is the chosen guy to win. And I fucking hate that when I see that. So I have the fights tied right now. In a legitimate scoring system, this fight is tied right now. Because Bohachuk dropped Ortiz in the first round, and then he won the round as well. That's a 2-point round for him. You know, that's an 8-10 round. All right, so we got Bohachuk stepping in. Ortiz landing a body jab. There's 2 jabs from Ortiz. First one does not land. He lands one to the body. Just mixing up. Ortiz, he's getting loose, it looks like. He's getting a little loose. Bohachuk's kind of like, he's got his high guard more the same from him. He keeps it tight. Ortiz is trying to get a little loose. Now he's bringing the guard back up, Ortiz, because Bohachuk, you know, he's consistent. That's what it is. There's a jab on right hook around the guard from Bohachuk. Ortiz trying to stab him to that body. He's really just investing in that body work. That's what Ortiz is doing. Ortiz is stiffing it, a stiff jab. He's really just trying to get through the middle, Ortiz. Bohachuk just throwing a barrage of punches, 3 shots. Nothing really landing from either fighter right now. Ortiz kind of stabbing to the body. He's doing a decent jab with this kind of with the stiff jab he's throwing. Very kind of sluggish, Ortiz. You know, right now he's a little sluggish. Seems to be slowing down. Bohachuk is stiff arming him as well. There's a right hook around the guard. I mean, there's a low blow from Ortiz that looks completely intentional. I mean, that's the second low blow I've seen him throw in this fight. Maybe not the cleanest fighter. There's a big rabbit punch from Ortiz that hits Bohachuk in the back of the head. Bohachuk lands a left uppercut and it lands. This is a fucking. There's another rabbit punch from Ortiz. Ortiz eating a left straight and a left to the body and another left straight to the head. Ortiz with a lot of dirty work. There's a left hook to the head that hits Ortiz. There's a left hook that hits Ortiz and another rabbit punch from Ortiz and another rabbit punch. The referee should be calling this out, but of course they won't, right? Because Ortiz is supposed to win. That's the name of the game, right? Turkey wants Crawford to fight Ortiz. This is why the guy gets special treatment. He fucking gets dropped, and they don't even call it. They don't even call it a knockdown. You got both men in the middle of the ring. Referee breaks them up. 4 hits to forehead. This is nice uppercut lifts the head of Ortiz. Ortiz throwing a bunch of kind of tap shots, pushes the head down. We got 15 seconds left in round number 4. Bohachankin, or however you said it. I'm gonna call him Chuck. We're coming to the end of the round. It looks like it looks to be, if you're gonna count clean work, that definitely was not an Ortiz round. We're at the end here. All right, here we go. End the round. Let's. Where the fuck is the audio? Oh, here we go.
Deep breath, all right? Well, can Edgar Berlanga do what only Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol have done and pull off the upset and dethrone Canelo Alvarez? A tall task, but something he's confident he will do on Mexican Independence Day in Las Vegas, September 14th, live on DAZN, the home of boxing.
Everything off the jab. Everything off the jab. Touch him, touch him, touch him.
You know, right here, Vergil has him against the rope.
Rabbit punches. Chopping rabbit punches, bro. Come on. Give me a fucking break. Ortiz threw multiple rabbit punches, and he also landed some, I think about 2 low blows in that round. Come on, give me a fucking break. And now they're calling a time. Let's see what this shit's about.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
All right, we are just getting word that knockdown that initially was not called a knockdown has been overruled. They've looked at instant replay.
Okay.
That was a knockdown.
Now it's a fucking knockdown. All right, great. Exactly. Okay, wow. In the middle of the fight, they actually fucking changed it. I got to fix my poster over here. Just fucking crazy. Sorry about that. Can't believe I had my poster all fucked up like that. All right, people. This is a little bit last minute stream I'm doing here. Okay, they've now called that a knockdown. This is fucking weird. They're helping Ortiz while taking the point. They're helping this motherfucker. Why are you stopping the fight like this? Right now they're actually pausing the action because they changed the fucking knockdown in the beginning of the fight. So what they do is they say, oh, we're actually helping this other guy, right? But then we're killing the fight. We're fucking allowing Ortiz to basically just get more gas. Why the fuck did they stop anything? They should have just done that. But that's some bullshit there. All right, so we're back in the fight now. That was absolute bullshit what they just said. Oh, we're going to give you back that round that you knocked him down, right? But we're going to give him this big-ass breather. All right? All right, so we got Ortiz taking steps back. There's a feint right hand from Ortiz. There's a jab. Does not land from... Yeah, how do you pronounce that, Bob? Am I saying this wrong? Bohachankin? Bohachuk? I think that's how I said. Well, Bohachuk is landed 2. Bohachuk is landing 2 uppercuts in a row. Left hook. Ortiz good, nice little slap to the left side of the arm. Then he switches to the body. He's good at kind of like faking it up. I mean, that might have really gotten his head that they actually are scoring things correctly now. That's not good for him. But I was already scoring it correctly before they even made the change. Ortiz really going to the body. They gave him a nice big breather there. You know, he gets a reward, even though, I mean, come on. They gave him a fucking reward. They're like, oh, yeah, and by the way, you got knocked down the first round. We're going to give you a big breather right now. All right, so we got Ortiz coming in. Bohachuk. I'm just going to call him Chuck, people. His fucking name is annoying to pronounce. There's a left hook that lands from Bohachuk. Ortiz just coming in, all body shots. Hopefully he doesn't hit this guy with an atomic low blow like Ortiz did in his previous fight. There's a nice right hook that hits Ortiz. There's a nice right hook to the body from Ortiz. There's a nice right hook that slams Ortiz. Just smashed him. It looks like it might have hurt him. Ortiz doing a good job. Kind of it's a decent head movement on the inside. It's basically Mexican style. There's a right hook through the middle that hits Ortiz. Ortiz landing a left hook. Ortiz is feeling the worst of this right now. There's a couple of left hooks from Ortiz in the right hand. This is just back and forth. It's hard to score. I mean, Ortiz looks to be losing this exchange here. This never-ending exchange. There's a nice right hook to the body from Ortiz and a jab from Ortiz, and now he's pushed his head down. Ortiz looks like he's wilting. Really does. We got 43 seconds left in round number 5. We got Chuck. Chuck over here seems to be winning this round. It's very close round. Chuck even got back his point in that first round, which is very surprising. They really were trying to rob him of that shit. I'm pretty sure his corner was like, hey, bro, that's bullshit. We got Chuck throwing a right hook. They actually looked at the instant replay, supposedly. But why do you stop the action? Why wouldn't you just say that after the fight, right? Why would you do that now? You guys are just going back and forth. It's very hard to judge. There's a right hook through the middle for Chuck. Chuck with a left hook. Remember, people, his name is Chuck. Because Bohachuk is annoying it's annoying. It's annoying to say. There's a right hook from Ortiz that lands. This is going back and forth, people. A lot of stuff. There's a jab from Bohachuk. The rounds come to an end. That round's shifting, and I'm really seeing Ortiz looks to be sliding. Okay, let's listen to this.
All right, so this was the round 1 knockdown that was initially ruled.
It was obviously a slip.
By instant replay here in Nevada.
That's crazy that they called that a slip.
Equilibrium, earshot. You know, it's one of those shots that kind of knocks your balance off quickly. But Vergil recovered right away.
When you're going inside, you're letting them hit. Even if you have your hand up, it's making it look better.
Hear the instructions in Vergil Ortiz's corner. We pointed out that there were times when Ortiz is going to the inside with his hands low because he's targeting the body. They're warning him, hey, keep those hands up.
All right, got Bohachuk coming in with the jabs of the left hook to the body from Ortiz. Ortiz is loving these body shots in this fight. We got Chuck to a jab through the middle, kind of just a touching shot, the right uppercut from Chuck. Not really landing solid. It's all kind of touches. A nice jab that pops Ortiz's head back. There's another jab from Chuck. I'm not going to keep pronouncing this guy's name. Bohachuk, not doing it. I'm just going to call him Chuck, people. Ortiz pumping a jab, none of it landing. To me, it looks like Ortiz is starting to wilt. I think if Chuck starts putting it on him, it's going to be a problem for him. Ortiz pumping jabs and nothing landing. There's a nice right hook that wraps around the guard of Ortiz. This must be really discouraging to Ortiz that he's been told that he's down, that the first round it wasn't called a slip. It took it away. But people, the simple fact that they ever called it a slip was just ridiculous. I'm surprised they even changed it. Ortiz shooting a jab, nothing landing. Ortiz trying to use a semi-like shoulder roll technique. And it's stupid because that right hand's coming right over it. It's not working for him. Ortiz trying to fight with the lead hand. He eats a right hand in return. Ortiz throwing a right hook to the body and it is blocked. Ortiz is not landing much in this round. There's a touching right hand and another touching left hand from Chuck and a jab to the body from Ortiz that lands. Ortiz with a left hook right straight. They both look like they land. The right one looked like it clearly landed. It looked like it landed to me. Chuck just stepping in, but he's very sluggish. His movement's very sluggish. Ortiz looks faster. Okay, now you got Robert Garcia in the corner complaining. They called it a knockdown. We got to live with it. Yeah, because it was a knockdown. You got to live with it. Ortiz moving his head all over the place right now. Not for no good reason, because Chuck's not throwing anything while he's doing all that head movement. Guys are basically forehead to forehead. This is a what do you call it? Ukrainian going Mexican style over here. This is just a battle of attrition, it really is. A very hard round to score. Both men not landing anything too solid so far. I think Bohachuk's landed the better shot. There's a clipping right hand that hits Ortiz. Right on the chin. Ortiz exhales a real deep breath, then stabs Chuck to the body with the jab. Ortiz not throwing as many left hooks to the body like he was earlier. There's a left hook to the body and right uppercut, then chopping right hand over the top from Ortiz. And then left hook from Ortiz and a right uppercut from Ortiz. Looks to be all three landing. The body shot was kind of like a touching shot. Referee grabbing Chuck over here and throwing him out the way. Pretty kind of crazy. Ortiz already, both guys kind of looking like they're wilting. It's kind of surprising because they're not exactly the heaviest guys. Come to the end of the round, very hard to score.
That when he stopped.
A night not to be missed is headlined by a special live concert from KSI as Misfits Boxing celebrates its 2-year anniversary with an extravaganza of crossover boxing on August 31st in Dublin.
Then you're stopping. Hey, don't touch it. Then fucking half-ass it. Or remember, or delay it because he's already scared putting his hand up. You understand me? He has that scary reaction. Yeah. So do that fucking jab, but don't sit there and hit and then stay there and let him hit you back.
There's Ramos. A lot of good shots. There's Ramos. Keep that shit going, all right? Stay busy. Keep backing him up, all right? Smart. Do it smart.
So here we are. Round number 7. Ortiz circling to the left. Ortiz shoots him with a left hook. It's blocked. There's a right hook. There's a left hook to the body from Ortiz. Ortiz is loving this left hook to the body. Chuck shooting in with his jab. The left jab here. Obviously, it's a jab. He's in a right-handed stance. Chuck fights in a very, Bohachuk fights in a very kind of sluggish style. It's very, very slow. There's a jab to the body from Ortiz, and Ortiz eats a jab to the face. He eats actually another jab to the face. Ortiz pumping 2 jabs, both missing. Bohachuk just touching Ortiz with his jab right now. Just stepping in slowly, just kind of peppering him with his jab. It's just a rangefinder trying to set something up. There's a short hook to the body from Bohachuk. Bohachuk, yes. Ortiz hitting him with a left hook to the body. There's a right hook down the middle. Uppercut from Bohachuk. There's a left hook from Ortiz to the head that lands on Chuck over here. He eats it. High guard from Bohachuk. Both men tying. I mean, this has basically been a war of attrition, like I said, all throughout. Both guys going forehead to forehead, basically, and just going at it. Ortiz landing a lot of nice shots, but Bohachuk also chopping around that guard. He's shooting around it. Ortiz shooting in a right hook and a left hook to the body. Both of them look like they were caught on their arms. Ortiz stabbing him to the body with a jab. Ortiz getting low. I would say Bohachuk needs to throw that uppercut, right uppercut. Got to catch how to time him coming down. Bohachuk just circling to the left. Now he stabs Ortiz to the body with a jab. Ortiz touching him with some jabs. This is a nice right hand over the top that hits Ortiz, and another right straight that hits Ortiz. Ortiz shoots in a jab. It's just like a touch. 2 touches. Nothing. Bohachuk shoots in and he throws a left overhand. Left hook overhand. It does not land. There's a jab, straight right hand through the middle from Bohachuk that does land through the middle. Nice uppercut, right uppercut from Chuck that hits Ortiz. Ortiz throwing left, 2 lefts in a row. Both of them are touching. He's a cleaner effective punches right now are coming from Chuck over here. Chucky, I'll call him Chucky. There's a left hook that hits the elbow of Chucky. You got Chuck landing a right hook to the body. We got 30 seconds left in round number 7. This is looking a lot like a Chuck round here. He's pushing on Ortiz. Ortiz just tying up. He's not throwing anything right now. He just throws a push jab. Now Ortiz is eating a jab. There's a jab, straight right hand. 2 jabs from Ortiz are touching Chuck. Nothing too much. Nothing as heavy as what Chuck has landed. Ortiz taking steps back, trying to set up a trap. Shoots him with a jab. There's another jab from from Ortiz. Another jab. A feint, right hand, nothing landing. Come to the end of round number 7. Let's hear this.
The crowd understandably loving this one as we take a look back at some of the highlights from round 7.
That was a great counter left hook by Vergil. And Bohachuk's right there pecking with that jab. Nice right uppercut. Cleans it up with the overhand, with the straight right hand. Landed flush. Doubling it up right there. You know, both guys are landing great shots in that round. You know, it's just, what do you like?
Rosado talking a bunch of shit. It was very obvious that Ortiz had lost round number 7. Very clear. All right, both guys in their neutral corners are back in the middle again. Ortiz is going to have to start stepping it up because it looks like he's fading. We're in round number 8. Bohachuk just bouncing around, throwing in that jab. Uppercut, left hook to the body. The left hook is the only thing that lands. Bohachuk throwing a lot more punches now. Ortiz looks like he's not really throwing much. There's a jab from Ortiz that misses. He takes his back foot off the ground when he throws it. Ortiz's shots look labored now. And we're in the 8th round. That's not a really good thing. Ortiz circling to the left. He's circling to the left right now. I think he's noticing that that Chuck is hitting him. There's a left uppercut that from Chuck that hits Ortiz. Ortiz just pawing in a jab. Just pawing. Right hand from Ortiz misses clear as day. Big loop. There's a left hook to the body from Ortiz that lands, and another one. He's just picking away at Chuck over here. Chuck hits Ortiz with a nice right hand and a left hook around the guard and a right hand down the middle. These shots are landing on Ortiz, and they're heavy. There's another left and a right, and Ortiz looks like he might be hurt right now. But big left hook drops Ortiz. He's dropped again. They cannot call that a slip. Ortiz is contesting it, but he was dropped with the left hook. He's down again. He's losing this fight, people. Second, Ortiz is contesting it, but it was a clear knockdown. Ortiz is fighting angry now, I think. He wants to get that back. That might not be a good idea. He's been dropped for the second time in this fight. Ortiz coming in heavy, head, Mexican style. Head to forehead. He's pushed Chuck in the corner. He's landing a chopping right hand around the guard. Chuck throwing a really labored left hook. I don't know what's up with him. You better watch out because Ortiz isn't playing around. He's angry. He wants to get that back. He's got to be on his P's and Q's because Ortiz isn't playing right now. Ortiz coming in. He hasn't landed anything yet, but he looks like he's got murder in his fucking eyes. Big chopping right hand from Ortiz. Does not land. It hits the glove. But there's a lot of mean intentions behind these shots from Ortiz. He's peppering down the middle. He's trying to land a bomb right now. That might not be the smartest move for Ortiz. If it was Chuck needs to just really, he needs to be watching him try to counter this shit. Because, Ortiz is loading up right now. He can make mistakes. Ortiz throwing some bombs. There's a right hook that hits Chuck. Chuck throwing a lot of labored looking punches. He needs to just slow it down. It doesn't matter if Ortiz is pissed, right? It looks like he's letting Ortiz get in his head with this because he sees, he knows this guy wants to kill him right now. It's not his fault that Ortiz is fucking up. Ortiz coming in, just smothering Chuck. He really not landing much of anything. We have 32 seconds left in round number 8. Round number 8, Ortiz dropped twice already. Chuck already knows he can hurt Ortiz. Ortiz might be using a lot of energy here because there's a lot of anger in him. He knows he needs to get that back. I think he's losing the fight pretty soundly. But, I mean, Chuck, you can see that Bohachuk is definitely fading. There's a nice right hand from Chuck and a left chopping shot and a right hot shot from Ortiz. Ortiz throwing some bombs right now. But he definitely hasn't won this round, people. There you go. Come to the end of the round. Let's hear this.
So Bohachuk gets the knockdown, but Vergil had exploded. That could be a 9-8 round.
Yeah. They want to do whatever they can. These guys are so fake. You hear over here is Rosado. Oh, that's a 9-8 round. No, it wasn't. No, it was not. That was an 8-10 round. That's what that was. That was not a 9-8. They were going back and forth. And come on, you can't take it from that guy. He dropped him and he hit him with the heavier blows. He didn't just hit him with one lucky shot. He hit him with many heavy blows in that round. Ortiz wasn't just hit with one heavy blow. Okay? And then he was dropped. Ortiz tried to get it back at the end of the round. It wasn't enough to take it back, people. Give me a fucking break. Okay, so I'm doing my scores right now. Give me a second. That dude's just trying to do anything to rob this guy. This is what it is. Okay, we're going into round number 9. Ortiz is probably going to need a knockout in this fight, I think. All right, here we go. See this. Round number 9, people. Chuck just throwing it, peppering in jabs. Left uppercut through the middle from Chuck. Ortiz was wilting in the previous round, and that's why he ate the shot. He tried to step it up because he knows he's going to need it. He's been knocked down 2 times. It's very hard to come back from something like that. So now the commentators, they're trying to come in and build it because this is the guy they want Terrence Crawford to fight. That's why they try to rob him of that first knockdown. You got both guys tying up. Ortiz coming a lot heavier with he's got his forehead right in Chuck's face. He's leaning all over Chuck. That's a right uppercut through the middle that hits Ortiz. Ortiz coming in with big looping right hook that lands on Chuck over here. His name is Chuck. His name is Chuck, people, because I decided to say it that way. Ortiz just laying all over this guy. He's trying to take it to another level of, I guess, smothering. I mean, that's the strategy, I guess. Bohachuk needs to get a little bit of space. Ortiz got him in a headlock. Looks like Ortiz is cut. Got a big cut over his left eye. It's a big cut. There's some more scoring. That's a nice right hook over the top from Ortiz that lands. He's leaning all over Bohachuk. Bohachuk needs to watch out. There's a nice short uppercut from Chuck that lands. Ortiz is trying to smother his work. He needs to take a step back, get a medium range. He needs to fire in a jab straight, probably. I'm talking about Chuck. Ortiz is just trying to smother and throw hooks, short hooks. That's his game plan. He's trying to work him, but he's eating a lot of shots, Ortiz. He's eating another nice uppercut, left uppercut, and these are just rocking him. Big looping, big left hook that hits Ortiz. Looks like a partial, but it clipped his chin. It looks like Ortiz dropping his guard. Very sluggish jab coming from Ortiz. Got two of them, heavy breathing. Ortiz eats a jab right into his face. Ortiz throwing another jab. Chuck throwing a right hook. Ortiz ducks right underneath it. Ortiz is trying to box right now. Bam, bam, jab hits Ortiz right in his face. Now Ortiz brings his hands up again, and Ortiz eats another jab and a straight right hand, and another jab, and another jab. And Ortiz firing back and then smothering. Then he eats a left hook that shoots around the guard. Ortiz is getting picked apart, it looks like. Now, he's very aggressive, yes, and he's landing some bombs. There's a right hand that hits Ortiz. It clipped him right on his chin. Ortiz shooting in a lot of shots that are either partials or completely blocked. Big right hook from Ortiz that misses, and then he throws a big left hook that does hit Chuck over here. Ortiz landing a mess of partials, and he's putting a lot of energy on this stuff. A lot of energy. There's a left hook from Chuck that hits Ortiz. There's a left hook to the body from Ortiz, and another one. I don't know if these are landing clean. The angle's not good, and it looks like Chuck's arms are down. Looks like it might be hitting elbows. We come to the end of the round. Very hard round to score. Extremely hard to score.
Vergil, you got to throw more than one punch. Don't look for one hard punch. Okay, this guy's still very strong. Don't look for one punch. Look for combinations. But let's try to back his ass up. Come in.
Right here, Vergil lands a great overhand right. And that's the money shot for Vergil. That's the one that's hurt Bohachuk a few times. Vergil just pressing right here, jab, and rip it to the body. Trying to set him up with that big overhand right again. Bohachuk comes with a good right hand. And you know, in the corner of Ortiz.
Kind of a close round, but I got it. I got that one for Bohachuk or whatever, however you pronounce his fucking name. Got Ortiz coming in, both men in the middle of the ring. We're in round number 10. I would say these are the championship rounds, I guess. You got some feints coming from Chuck. Ortiz is throwing his own feints. Chuck is not biting down on them. Ortiz trying to use some more footwork. He's actually taking steps back now, and he's throwing in this kind of a reaching jab. Ortiz is just taking steps back, throwing his jab, straight right hand, missing both, but I see he's changed his strategy. He's trying to have Chuck walk into something. But he seems to have been doing well going Mexican style. Seemed to do better with that. He's now giving Chuck that medium range that he likes. Chuck likes this. There's a left hook that sneaks around the guard of Ortiz. Ortiz now going back to the smothering style, and he eats a nice jab straight to his face. Ortiz throwing some chopping. There's a chopping rabbit punch from Ortiz. Maybe unintentional, but he's hitting the back of the head. He's not getting any warnings for it. Both men tied up again. Ortiz notices that the other strategy was not working. Chuck landing, it looks like landing a left hook. There's a right hook from Chuck. Both men leaning on each other. There's a left hook to the body. There's another chopping right hand that hits the back of the head of Chuck over here. Short left hook around the guard hits Ortiz. And a right hook that hits Ortiz. Chuck steps out. There's an uppercut from Chuck. There's two shots, two hooks that both hit Ortiz. And another left hook that hits Ortiz right on his chin. Ortiz throwing big shots and missing. There's a left hook that hits Ortiz right on the jaw. Now Chuck is getting that space. He's hitting Ortiz twice in the body. Both men look like they're wilting, but I think Ortiz feeling this the most. There's a short uppercut down the middle, right through the middle is a partial from Bohachuk, however you pronounce his fucking name. Am I saying that right, Bob? Bohachuk? I feel like I can't be right. Yeah, Chuck, good old Chuck over here. Ortiz just pawing out these little jabs. Looks like he's completely fatigued. Extremely fatigued right now. He's basically retreating. Ortiz is retreating with his hands down. He is feeling the pressure. Ortiz was applying a lot of pressure. We have 1 minute left in round number 10, and Ortiz looks like he's ready to get knocked out. He's ready for the taking. Ortiz puts his face right into a right uppercut. This is probably looking real good for Chuck. Like psychologically, he's like, this guy's giving up. Now Ortiz landed a couple of punches. He's landing a jab, right hand. Ortiz pushing in very labored punches. Chuck circling to the left. There's a chopping right hand that hits Chuck right on the temple from Ortiz. Ortiz eats a solid jab to the face. Ortiz throwing in a jab, it does not land. There's another jab that does not land, and another jab that doesn't land from Ortiz. Ortiz just pumping this jab, trying to keep Chuck off of him. Chuck stepping in with a jab, just touching Ortiz. Big winging right hand from Ortiz, and he clinches. Ortiz is ready for the taking, people. He's done. He's wilted. He's completely fatigued. Chuck just threw a left hook. He's wide open for the taking right now, Ortiz. He's a sitting duck. He really is. If this guy Chuck stepped it up, he would take Ortiz out. Ortiz is completely fatigued. He's pumping in a decent jab, keeping Chuck off. Straight right hand to the body from Ortiz. Even though Ortiz looks, he's ready for the taking, I think he might have taken that round. Okay, let's listen to this.
Let's fucking win this next 2 rounds, right? The way you're fucking finishing, I want you to don't give them those fucking rounds, right? Yeah. At the last 10 seconds, don't let them steal the rounds, right? You give me the finish with 3 or 4 punch combinations. Okay.
Right here, Vergil just closing the distance. Right there, he tapped his lead hand down to open up that overhand right. Great, smart move. Crafty tactic right there. And Bohachuk's coming with that right uppercut, finishing with the left hook. It's a great round for both fighters, but I feel that Vergil kind of...
Here we are, round number 11, people. I think Ortiz is going to need to knock this guy down. I think even if he was to win the next 2 rounds, he would not win this fight. He needs to knock him down. And Ortiz is looking wilted. Ortiz coming right out the gate, throws a right hand, another chopping right hand. He's eating 2 jabs. Ortiz throwing a jab, it does not land. There's another jab that pops Ortiz's head back. But Chuck's just kind of shooting in with this jab. His jab's looking a lot sharper. Ortiz's hands are straight down. His hands are down. Ortiz trying to use some head movement to avoid this jab. I think he's trying to set up a right hand, but Ortiz's hand, his right hand is right down to his hip. Ortiz using some movement, people, but he's not really landing anything. He's just there. He's eating these jabs. That's damn sure. Just ate a jab that popped his head right back. Ortiz is eating the heavier blows so far. We got 2 minutes and we're 2 minutes and 20 seconds into this round. There's a right hand and a left hand that both hit Ortiz. Ortiz eating a body shot, 2 body shots. Chuck coming in high guard from Chuck. Chuck's just blocking all these jabs from Ortiz. Ortiz just kind of pushing these jabs. Ortiz throwing a big uppercut, does not land, it looks like. Ortiz circling to the right, throws a jab to the body that does land. Takes a deep exhale there from Ortiz. There's a jab that pops Chuck in his face. And another jab from Ortiz. It looks like Chuck's just trying to step in. He's just trying to get on top of Ortiz. Ortiz just shooting a jab. He's trying to fight defensively. He's really not even trying to let that power shot go. There's a decent right hook to the body from Ortiz. Chuck just really trying to get real close to Ortiz. He's not letting his hands go enough. That's the problem right now. Ortiz landing a decent right hook to the body and another right hook to the body. I mean, they're semi-hit punches, really. They're almost low, but I'll just say they're body shots because they're kind of like questionable, you know. They're not. There's a nice right hook for Bohachuk. It looks like Chuck over here maybe hurt right now. Ortiz is trying to unload on him. You got to watch out because, you know, the referee will try to take any opportunity to stop this fight. Like I said, they really want this guy to fight Terrence Crawford. It's a good round for Ortiz so far. There's a right uppercut. Looks like he hurt Chuck possibly. Chuck's not letting his hands go. That's the problem. I mean, he's got a guy in front of him that's ready for the taking. Ortiz rolling with the shots here. Chuck throwing a right hand. Ortiz rolls with a big chopping right hook from Ortiz that is blocked. There's a short left hook from Chuck that touched a big right hook to the body from Ortiz that lands. We got 45 seconds left in round number 11. Ortiz is really going for it right now. There's a right hook to the body from Ortiz. Right hook. He's got Chuck tied up. Chuck looks really fatigued. It's weird how it's going back and forth. I wonder what they're giving Ortiz in that corner. Bob, is he a snack fighter? I'm going to guess he's a snack fighter because the amount of energy that Ortiz has right now is kind of questionable. When I was looking at him in the other round when he was dropped, he's gotten a lot of energy. There's a right hook that hits Ortiz. 2 shots, jab and a straight right hand, both nail Ortiz. Ortiz coming in. We got 14 seconds left in round number 11. Ortiz trying to come back, and he's doing well. There's a left hook from Ortiz that lands. Chuck pushing Ortiz head down. Ortiz got some magical amount of more energy out of nowhere. Wonder what he has. I don't know, but he got a lot more energy again. We've come to the end of round 11.
Get some water. Relax. Nice and relax. Vergil, how'd you got it?
Last round.
3 minutes to go, Vergil. 3 minutes, okay?
And Vergil was saying
Bohachuk, whatever, however you say his name.
left hook, body, and it was just great adjustments that Vergil made in the round to box and set up the big power shots. Where Bohachuk did not see the shot.
Bohachuk.
That's what got him hurt.
Seconds up.
Big left hook right there, man. And Bohachuk got a beard on him.
All right, so we got good old Chuck over here. We're in round number 12. Here we go. Both men in the middle of the ring, they touch gloves. This is for all the marbles right here. Chuck's going to have to go for it because I'm pretty sure if this is close, they're going to rob him. So right straight through the middle from Chuck. Ortiz going crazy right now, throwing those left hooks. There's a big rabbit punch from Ortiz, it looks like. Referee says nothing, of course. There's a jab from Chuck that hits Ortiz. Ortiz landing a big rabbit punch. Big left hook to the back of the head. There's a jab straight from Ortiz. Ortiz pivoting to the left, throwing a left hook. Hits the ear, it looks like. Chuck really not trying to let his hands go as much as he did in the previous rounds. I don't understand. He's not letting his right hand go. Ortiz just kind of shooting in this little jab, little slap to the side, just a lot of touches from Ortiz. Ortiz just circling away. Looks like he's simply trying to survive the round right now. There's a nice right hand from Chuck that rocks Ortiz, and another right straight that rocks Ortiz. Best 2 shots of the whole round. Those are winning shots right there. If Ortiz doesn't take this back, he's lost this round. He just got nailed twice. Another right hand from Chuck that hits Ortiz. Ortiz getting nailed with 2 big shots that got the sweat flying off his head. You got Chuck stepping in. Referee protecting Ortiz right now. Oh my God, this is so fucking illegal. The referee literally ripped the tape off Ortiz's hand to protect him. Do you see this, Bob? This is some of the most corrupt shit I've ever seen. They've just protected Ortiz by intentionally ripping the tape off his hand. Oh my God. I told you people, they want this guy to win. If he survives, they're going to give him the fight. The referee literally saved him. Just saved him. All right, so we got them back in the ring. This motherfucker's getting fucking protected in here. Left hook smashes Ortiz. He was about to get knocked out, and the referee saw it. He ripped that fucking tape off of there to protect him. He's eating a right hook, Ortiz, and he's tying up. He's not going for it, people. He was running away, and he was getting nailed. Now Ortiz standing his ground. Chuck coming in. He needs to knock this guy out. He's going to get robbed. Ortiz just throwing in this, nice jab that smacks Ortiz in his face. I hope this dude gets laid out, really, because I know what they're doing right now. Vergil is the fucking guy they want to win, and they're doing whatever they can. They try to rob this guy of a knockdown earlier. Now they just help Ortiz. They just have Ortiz eating a left hook. Ortiz really not doing much of anything right now except throwing little jabs. Right straight from Ortiz that misses. Another shot from Ortiz that misses. Left hook around the guard from Ortiz. Right straight. A lot of shots missing. A lot of partials and missed blows. We got 38 seconds left in the end of the round. There's a low blow from Ortiz. Chuck throwing a left hook and misses. Ortiz standing his ground, pushing and jab. Chuck needs to let his fucking hands go and at least drop this guy one more time. Big right hand that rocks Ortiz. This dude, low blow from Ortiz. Ortiz ties up. This is the championship rounds. Ortiz trying to kill the clock. We got Chuck coming in again. Left hook hits Ortiz. Another one. He's saying Ortiz just landing a lot of shots in the gloves, people. You gotta actually land these shots. Ortiz landing a left hook. We're coming to the end of the round. The end of the fight. Left hook that hits Ortiz. There's another right hand that hits Ortiz. A big shot. We come to the end of the fight. Yeah, Ortiz is a fucking snap fighter, a snack fighter. Bob just told me the motherfucker took something in the corner, and he got all kinds of special treatment in here. They literally saved his ass in that round. It looks like Chuck's won this one, but he's gonna get robbed. No doubt about it. Let's hear this.
That was everything that you could have asked for, and that was everything that Vergil Ortiz could bite off. We are not used to seeing Vergil Ortiz in that kind of condition.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna put in my my names right now. Give me a second. You're gonna see my scorecard. I'm gonna show it to you before the robbery comes in.
Great heart, great will.
This is gonna be a robbery, I'm pretty sure.
Not going down, getting hit with big shots, clean big shots.
Ortiz getting rocked in that round, man. In that 12th round, he was getting fucked up.
Here, Vergil landing that good right hand, finishing to the body. Bohachuk just throwing back, firing away. Right there, he loses his balance. Vergil trying to set a trap, but he gets caught with that right hand, dead in the chin.
Well, after some mild trash talk over the last couple of days, now you see Team Bohachuk and Team Ortiz, two teams that have frankly blended and worked together for so long over the years, coming together, an understandable respect.
Oh, yeah. You know, the fighters know each other well, but the trainers know each other well.
Vergil Ortiz has never heard the scorecards before in his professional career.
And you know, the knockdowns are what, you know, it's a huge right here.
Yeah, that is looming large right now.
Yes, because, you know, Vergil, I feel, for the majority of the fight was in control. But
No, he wasn't. No, he was not. No, he was not.
That's hard.
He was not in control. This was a back and forth fight. Ortiz was being outlanded.
Serhii Bohachuk, a plus 350 underdog in some places, maybe even more in others. Is he moments away from a stunning upset over Vergil Ortiz Jr. Stunning, of course, only relative to the betting lines. For these two men, obviously they viewed this as a fight that they're both going to have to earn. Bohachuk was convinced that he could beat Vergil Ortiz Jr., and we see why.
Yeah.
We're going to find out if he was right.
All right, Las Vegas, let's make some noise. All action across 12 championship rounds this evening with that WBC hardware on the line. We now go to the judges' scorecards. Max to Lucas.
All right, listen to the score right now.
113, 113, a draw.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
By David Sutherland and Steve
They're going to rob this guy. Watch.
who each had it 114, 112 in favor of your winner by majority decision. And the new interim super welterweight champion.
Of course. He lost. Of course. They want to give this guy to Terrence Crawford. I told you, people. They want this guy fighting Terrence Crawford. He lost, people. He got his ass whooped. He did well, but he got his ass whooped. Let me see if I can get my card to fucking work. Hey, he overcame nothing. Come on. Let me fix my card, people. He lost. Fucking lost. Everyone's booing because he fucking lost.
But you know, Vergil did well in the
He did well, but he lost.
and then he goes down.
He didn't do well
and gets
enough.
back up, and that was a round that could be a 9-8 round.
Yeah, okay, whatever, bro.
When he got
He's
back
trying to
up.
make sense of a robbery.
The last 4 rounds, Vergil definitely put him in the bag.
No, he didn't. That's bullshit. He clearly lost the 12th round. He lost a bunch of these rounds.
Is basically a highlight tape.
Bullshit.
A brutal war.
It's a robbery.
Ortiz and Bohachuk.
Rematch worthy.
Sure.
Yeah, it won't happen because they're going to feed this guy to Crawford now.
A rematch. He could have easily won the fight.
Garbage. He lost. This is a robbery.
A close fight. The The scores were not wide.
They should have been.
Sense, but Bohachuk could have easily won the fight. You know, he should be proud. He put out a great performance.
Bohachuk over here won.
In the division.
They robbed him.
Seems to be seemingly sharing a happy moment with his family there.
I'm going to explain this in a second. Let me lower this.
He might not have won this fight, but he has won.
Sorry, my scorecard is all fucked up. I don't even, my score is not even there. I don't even know why it's there.
Yeah. I know it's a harsh consolation prize.
Okay.
But this was an extraordinary fight.
All right, people. I'm going to hear my Mortal Kombat music here. It's better than hearing these assholes. My scorecard's all fucked up. Sorry about that. But you can see on the orange corner is Ortiz. The right, which is the pink corner, is Bohachuk. I had Bohachuk winning rounds 1, which you got a knockdown in. That's a 2-point round. Ortiz won rounds 2 and 3. And then I had Bohachuk. Wait, they're talking to Ortiz. Let's listen to this.
Heard them say and knew. What did you think?
Bro, it's like I said
He
before
lost.
in my interviews, it's been since I was 5 years old putting in this work, straight from school going to work.
Slipped away from him. He lost.
Going to the gym,
And he's on snacks.
going to sleep every day.
And he's on
Turned
snacks.
pro, it was all day business, 24/7 boxing, and it's
I'm
finally
fixing my
paid off.
scorecard.
It was great.
You go the distance for the first time
It's a
in
robbery.
your career. You hit the deck twice.
Yep, he hit the deck twice. Exactly.
This fight for you.
Hey, look, I don't think those should have been knockdowns.
Yeah, they were. This guy's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. Shut the fuck up. This guy's such a piece of shit. How could you be a fan of a guy like this? He's lying his ass off. He knows he got knocked down twice. This dude's a piece of trash, people. He got dropped twice. Oh, I don't think that was a knockdown. Shut up. No, you're not. You just lost. You just lost, buddy.
Why are you paying attention to people saying those comments?
You know what? As much as I want to say that people's opinions don't matter, they do.
You lost, bro. You lost.
It's electrifying hearing the.
Sorry, people. My fucking scorecard's all messed up. I don't even know why. I know what happened to it.
I do take people's.
I'm fixing my scorecard. Sorry.
Opinions in consideration, but at the end of the day, I know I put in the work and I deserve everything I got.
You were 18
Yeah, you
years
should
old
definitely shouldn't have gotten a win.
At Cowboy Stadium. Oscar De La Hoya said, "This young man is going to be a world champion." It was only your second pro
I don't know where the hell.
fight.
Why is this
It
other
happened.
screen popping up?
How hard has this road been for you?
Sorry, people. My
You know
scorecard's
what?
all
I want
messed
to
up.
say it's been extremely hard, but with my work ethic, with my team behind me, with my dad pushing me, it's easy.
Earlier, we did an interview with His Excellency Turk Al-Sheikh.
Yup,
He
there it is,
said,
Crawford.
Forget Tim Tszyu. The fight
Exactly.
he wants to make is Bud Crawford and Vergil Ortiz.
Exactly. That's
Let's
what they
do it,
want.
man. I'm ready for a challenge, man.
I don't know what's
think about
happening.
fight,
What's this
number
other
one
fucking-
pound
I got
in the
two
world,
scorecards on
and
my
I
screen.
want to show that I got what it takes to beat him.
Yeah,
Robert
you,
Garcia told us that you guys
Bullshit.
were in the
You
gym
lost.
talking about if you won the lottery and you got $500 million,
I can't even show-
would you still fight? You said yes because you can't buy a world title.
Fixing
Now
my
you
card,
have that
people.
belt around your waist. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's a paper
It feels
title.
great, but
It
now
means
we gotta
nothing
fight
because
the
he didn't
winner
win.
of Fundora and Spence.
didn't win.
That's what we're after right now.
You just won, everybody. Congratulations, the
You
new
just
world
lost.
champion, Vergil Ortiz.
Thank you so much.
I got to show my card, so I got to fix this shit.
So Vergil Ortiz picks up the WBC's
one
interim
second.
154-pound title in an absolute classic here in Las Vegas.
Man, it's a fight.
All right, so let me guess.
This kind of war.
So let me guess.
Man, Bohachuk.
So they're not even going to interview Bohachuk, right? Let me guess. They're not going to do that? Of course they're not. We'll hear it at the press conference. All right, so Ortiz lost, people. I'm going to show you my scorecard right now. He lost. No, okay, now they're interviewing Bohachuk.
Can say one. People saw this fight today, and who understand boxing, he know what happened today.
Ring Magazine did a poll, and all the boxing experts, of them, only one person picked you to win. So nobody was giving you the opportunity or the chance to win, yet you came out and showed your best. How do you feel?
Robbery. Another one.
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling I win fight today. I'm feeling great.
You're happy with the way you fought?
I'm happy because I'm feeling good fight. I'm feeling great fight. I'm feeling I win. I make 2 knockdown. Let's go. Come on, guys.
He knocked him down. The referee protected him.
What is he? He got
The
two
referee
knockdowns
protected
there.
him.
He's a defending champion. Look at Virgil's face. All credit to Virgil, but look at his face. It's all busted up. Makes no
Exactly.
sense.
Got dropped twice. And they saved his ass in the 12. Guy ripped the fucking tape. The ref ripped the tape off his
I wanna
fucking glove to
support
save his ass.
My country today, I want to say, Слава Україні! Слава українському незламному народу!
All right, I have
Ми
to still fix my
переможемо. І
scorecards,
сьогодні ми
people.
також перемогли. Слава Україні!
Serhii, I can say this right
Sorry,
now.
people.
You got a standing ovation in the arena, and everybody was thinking this is the fight of the year, the way you two went at it. Congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you, my fans, for support today. Thank you so much.
And Flaco, Bohachuk, Oscar, you said it from the moment it got announced. It's going to be the fight of the year. Just wow.
Were you not entertained? Fight of the year, baby. Fight of the year. Bohachuk, you're an amazing, amazing champion
Bohachuk,
competitor.
okay, that's it, huh?
Vergil Ortiz,
thought
congratulations. Y viva la raza!
And Oscar walked away, so I guess he made a statement. Vergil.
Okay, people, so we had a robbery. It's a robbery. It's a robbery. It's a fucking robbery. That's what we had. We had a fucking robbery. We had the ref. First of all, in the first round, this guy got dropped. Ortiz got dropped, right? They called it a slip. It definitely was not a slip, people. It was a knockdown. They lied. And then they tried to rob him. I'm going to guess his corner contested it, and they said, motherfucker, you're not robbing my fighter. That was a knockdown. They went back and they watched the tape. And then he got dropped again. And then Sergio Moro's over here saying they should have called it a 9-10 round. Just anything to help Ortiz, right? Because, you know, Turkey wants this guy to fight Crawford. All right, and then after that, we have in the 12th round, we have Ortiz almost getting knocked out. And you know what happens? The referee rips the tape off of Ortiz's glove to give him another breather. And then before that, they gave him a breather, another breather. When they gave this guy, they supposedly changed the first round when Ortiz was struggling. They gave him a big breather, right? A big breather to get back in. They keep giving him these breaks. All right, so what we have here is we have Ortiz losing the first round. That is a 2-point round. All right, now he's down by 2. Ortiz picked it up. Like I said, let me see. I got to see if I got it. Okay, so Ortiz lost the first round. If you're looking at my card, Ortiz is in the orange corner. Chuck is in the pink corner. So we have Chuck knocking Ortiz down in the first round. That's a 2-point round. That's an 8, right? That's 8. And then we have Ortiz taking back the next 2 rounds. And then we have Chuck winning the 4th and 5th. We have Ortiz winning the 6th. And then I have Chuck winning the 7th. And in the 8th round, Chuck knocked Ortiz down. That's another 2-point round. And then we have Chuck winning the 9th round. And then we have Chuck losing rounds 10 and 11. And I had Chuck winning the 12th. What is that? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no way that Ortiz could have won this fight. None. He lost. He clearly lost the fight. There's no way in hell this guy won this fight. He went back and forth, but the knockdown sealed the deal. Ortiz won how many rounds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He won 5 rounds. In my book, he won 5. But he got dropped 2 times and he lost too many rounds. Yes. So if you didn't have the knockdowns, you know, it would be 5-7. But when you have the knockdowns in there, something like that. He clearly lost this fight, people. This was an absolute robbery. All right? That's all I have to say about it. It's a robbery. It's a fucking robbery. It's a robbery. It's a robbery. All right, they're showing some replays right now of the fight. All right, gotta turn my robbery button off. It's a fucking robbery. They're showing some of the stuff that went on in the corner. Ortiz clearly losing this fight. They're trying to sell his ass to Crawford. And that's just what it is, people. Robbery. They didn't do enough. And he was faded in those last 2 rounds. Those last 3, but he did pull out some.
Absolutely everyone in this arena is happy with what they just saw.
Which is an absolute lie. Everyone in the arena is not happy with what they just saw. They're all booing. They were all booing, people. All right, so they're showing the landed punches right now. Ortiz was outlanded. Now, not only was he outpointed, he was also outlanded.
You see the numbers favoring Bohachuk in that department. Now, look at power punches. You see Ortiz outlanding.
Which is absolute bullshit. There's no way in hell Ortiz outlanded this guy on power punches. Ortiz was getting just ramrodded with power punches.
This fight was, and in terms of the total punches, Bohachuk throwing more than Ortiz here tonight, 832 to...
All right, people, so we have a robbery. Sorry we got here so late, and by we, I mean me. But remember to subscribe to FUTV, the greatest channel known to man. It really is a knockout of the park, people. Damn, it's hot. All right, I'm gonna go check the comments, see if anybody's in there, if they agree with this amazing decision. Bob is busy right now, people. I don't know where my phone is. My phone over there, Bob? Okay, so I don't know where my phone is. Okay, give me 1 second. Guess I'm gonna go on the YouTube using my computer. 1 second. Turkey gets what turkey wants, people. Okay, we're gonna look at the comments right now. We got some people in there. We got Sentient Flapjack. Okay, let me lower my music. I'll read some of this. Okay, so we got Josh in there as well. It says Ortiz won clear 8-4. Yeah, I didn't see that. I saw him clearly lose. Been 10-2 without the knockdowns. Yeah, I didn't see that at all. I thought Ortiz clearly lost the fight. No, he definitely didn't. I don't think he won that many rounds. I think I showed you my scorecard. He's clearly losing. I think he clearly lost. Great play-by-play as always, Fu. I agree. Ortiz is losing. Chuck won. And then we have Ortiz obviously looks more beaten. Chuck is tougher. Yes, he was getting worn out, people. I don't think it was a great win for Ortiz. I think he clearly lost. I think they robbed him. They robbed this guy. They tried to rob him of a knockdown in the first round. Later in the fight, they literally robbed him of a knockout in the 12th because the referee went and literally ripped the tape off of Ortiz's glove to give him more time. Did you guys see that? The referee took the tape right off his gloves. Just peeled it right off. There was nothing there and he just peeled it off. All right, and he was giving him all kinds of breaks in here. They were giving him every benefit in this fight. He's landing chopping rabbit punches. They say nothing about it. This is just the nature of the sport, people. Everybody in the arena was booing. They were all booing because they know this guy won. This guy was beating the fuck out of Ortiz. He had him almost knocked out multiple times. He hurt him 2 times, dropped him twice. Come on, you can't do that. This dude won a lot more than just 4 rounds. Like, he was landing some bombs on this dude. This guy's throwing a lot of punches, and a lot of it is getting taken on the arms. A lot of those shots Ortiz was throwing was not landing. You can't hit arms and you can't get points for landing on the arms. You got to land clean, effective blows. And yeah, Ortiz landed some good left hooks to the body, but he started wilting as the fight went along. And he has some punching power there, Ortiz, but he didn't do enough to win this fight. He did not. I don't think he won this fight. He didn't. This is another case of a guy that they wanted to win, and you could see it. I mean, the corruption was in the air. It was very clear that they wanted this guy to win. Ortiz is just a piece of trash as a person. He comes out there after the fight. Oh, those weren't even knockdowns. Like, shut the fuck up. You're eating shots clean as day, bro. He got some fast hands, Ortiz. He can punch hard, but he can also not. He has a suspect jaw, this Ortiz guy, people. And Chuck, if he would have put his foot on the gas, he would have put Ortiz away. Look, a lot of people think that this guy's going to blow Crawford out. I'm going to put money that he doesn't. I put money. This guy is tailor-made for Crawford. Ortiz, this guy just throwing a million fucking punches. He better hope he blows Crawford out. Also, he's perfect for eating that right hook from Crawford, the way Crawford throws the right hand. Ortiz is going to have to fight a lot smarter than this versus Crawford, because he's just winging out a million punches. He's going Mexican style with this guy. Crawford's not doing that. He's going to catch Ortiz coming in. He's wild, people. He's fucking wild. He's a big wild man. That's the way you walk into an overhand right, chopping right hand from Crawford, is by doing exactly what Ortiz does. And yeah, he's a big puncher. He might knock Crawford out. But Crawford's got more layers in this. I mean, he don't have that many layers. He don't have the kind of punching power that Ortiz has unless his hands are loaded. But, I mean, this is the guy they want Crawford to fight probably, right? This is probably what's going to happen. He's going to fight Crawford. So they basically, this guy got his title taken away. He definitely shouldn't have lost. Let me show my scorecard one more time. We all have our differences of opinion, people, but I don't think Ortiz won this fight. You got a knockdown in the first round, which they tried to rob from him. You have another knockdown in the 8th round. I think Ortiz took the 10th and the 11th. I have it here written down. He is the pink corner. But those rounds were, I mean, Ortiz was there for the taking. He really was. This is what Crawford will do to Ortiz. He'll drag him into deep waters and take him out around the 10th or 11th. 10th, 11th, 12th. Those are the rounds where he would go out. If Crawford's going to beat him, it's going to be in those rounds, and it's going to be by knockout. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a knockout loss for Ortiz. Maybe. I mean, like I said, Ortiz does have a lot of power there. Crawford might not make it into the later rounds, especially with the way that Ortiz throws these left hooks. His hands are very quick. But that is the fight they want to set up, and I don't think Ortiz won this fight. I think this is a robbery. This common in boxing, people. It's common. It's a robbery. It went back and forth, people, but he didn't do enough to win the fight. This is very common in the sport. I told you. I saw it. They already called out the winner before the fight even happened. They said they wanted Ortiz to fight Crawford. And Thunderdome's in the comments right now. He says, "Holy F." And then he says, "That was amazing." It was a great fight, people. It was a great back and forth. You could see it in the scorecards. It reflects it. These rounds were going back and forth. And even in the rounds where the knockdowns occurred, it's because Ortiz was going insane, right? The guys were just trading punches, and Ortiz caught it. I called it as I saw it. It's going back and forth, but without the knockdowns, who knows where it goes. But the way I see it, I mean, those were 2-point rounds. Those really were. They were 2-point rounds. I don't see him winning. I think he lost. I think Ortiz lost. Yeah, I think he lost. I thought it was a robbery. I think Ortiz threw a lot of punches, but he didn't land a lot of clean stuff. He landed some clean stuff, but it's a lot of punches thrown, but they're not like those were very, very close rounds, and a lot of the harder punches I thought the cleaner effective ones were from Chuck over here. I mean, it's another guy that was chosen to win the fight. They want him to fight Crawford, this kind of the thing. I mean, they think they're going to make obviously they're going to make more money with him, right? You got a supposed slick black fighter, right, who's been built up versus a Mexican. Obviously, that's going to make more money than this Ukrainian guy versus Crawford, right? Yeah, I didn't see it, man. I thought he lost. And with the knockdowns, I mean, that really just seals it. You could kind of move it a little bit. You can move the numbers around possibly, but I don't think there's enough there for him to win this decision that he got. What was it? What did they give him, Bob? I think they didn't. I don't even think they gave this guy a draw, did they? I don't think they even gave Chuck there a draw. No, it's bullshit. They should not be rushing this guy into a Crawford fight. He should have this rematch. That's not right. Okay, so it says Vergil won the bout. Okay, 7-5, Vergil. I don't see that, dude. With the 2 knockdowns, you're gonna tell me that this guy 7-5. How do you get 7-5? The guy knocks the guy down twice and you get 7-5. Like you're telling me it was that wide? The only reason he got these points is because of knockdowns. No robbery. Cry me a river. Ha 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 ha. I mean, I don't know how you score fights, dude. Thunderdome says Ortiz won that fight. Even KD RDS. I don't know what that is. I could have seen a scored 9-8. Another Lubin. I don't know what you mean by that. Close for sure, though. Okay, so Thunderdome is calling Chuck over there the Terminator. We got over here. I'm Japanese. Why would I be biased? Do you think Vergil beats Crawford? I think he can beat Crawford, but I think Crawford can also beat Vergil. I think it's possible. All right, I'm reading some of the comments right now, people. Sorry I got here super late. Main event. I was doing stuff. I was doing some shit, people. We were doing some things. Bob's busy, and I'm over here watching this fight. It was a good fight, but I don't think the right guy won it. I think they want Vergil to fight Crawford, and that's all there is. Turkey gets what Turkey wants, right, people? Right? All right, I got a new ad over here I got to show. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute. I got to find my advertisements. We got some new sponsors. Missed every single fight. Got into this one round past the first. I did watch and score the first round, but I didn't. The stream hadn't started yet. I started it right after the first round. Wasn't 100% sure I was even going to do a stream because I had gotten back so late. Okay, give me one moment while I find my new ads. Okay, I got to show you guys some material I got here. Okay, I have no idea where I put it. I'm going to see if I find it. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 effing minute. Okay. Showed you my scorecard already. That's done. I just need to find my fucking ad. Okay, I think I found some of the materials. All right, I'm gonna lower this music. Oh, I also had a clip too. Wait, give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm losing all my files over here, people. This is what happens when you run your streams last minute. You really got to have these all planned out ahead of time. So yeah, the fight went back and forth. It really did. But I thought, you know, Vergil throwing a lot of punches. A lot of times landing on the money. One of the big shots he had in the fight was his left hook to the body. The big left hook to the body. But his opponent, Chuck over there, he's throwing these right hands over the top, wrapping his right hooks around the guard. And he's really hurting Ortiz real bad. Clean or effective punches, I think most times were Chuck. They were landing to the head, and you could see Ortiz wilting. I mean, he was almost dead in the last 3 rounds. He somehow pulled out the 10th and 11th, but he did not win that 11th. He didn't win that 12th round. No way. He was actually almost knocked out in the 12th round. This is why the referee came real quick, pulled him away, and ripped the tape straight off his gloves. He was like, bro, this guy needs a little bit of a breather, and he gave him that time to recover. That was some dirty shit. And then the first round, he called that shit a slip. He thought he was going to get away with that. And then they came back, and I'm going to guess that his corner contested it. And they say, hey, motherfucker, you better check the tape, because that guy got hit with a right hook. And then they swapped it over, and they gave Ortiz this big breather. Huge breather. Like, why are you stopping the fight? Just change the score, right? Change the first round. Okay, you're going to deem it a knockdown. Leave it as that. You don't need to stop all the action. What are you doing? Right? That's some bullshit. So that's some bullshit, people. It's a great fight. It was a good fight. But there was some bullshit going on in there. You have to admit that. There really was. All right, we're going to be showing our, unveiling our new ad. This is very important that we show these. I mean, the show does need its support, doesn't it? It does. I'm going to be doing some another video real soon. I'm going to be talking about some of the fanboys that are crying about the... it's really weird. They say that Crawford won his last fight, but they seem to just keep crying and trying to prove that he won. They're really trying really hard. They're all over the internet. I see a bunch of different people making videos, talking all this trash to anybody that thinks Crawford lost versus Israel over there. Right? Why? I can't think that. Why are you guys trying so hard to prove that we're wrong? I mean, if you think it's so clear, then why do you need to try to prove it? Right? It says Fondora is a live dog. Vergil won't make it in the later rounds, and he throws heat. I'm trying to read your comment. He throws heat that Ortiz chin is suspect. I think Ortiz will beat Fondora. I think he'll beat him fairly easy. His body work, I think, is going to break Fondora down. That's what it is. I think that's what's going to do it. I don't know, man. Who knows? But I think I lean more towards Ortiz in that fight if that happens. This guy is more built to beat Ortiz. I mean, he literally went Mexican style with Ortiz, and he was beating him Mexican style. He had Ortiz turning into a boxer. At one point, he had Ortiz going boxer style again. You know, throwing that little jab from the hip. You know, Roy Jones style, literally trying to eat away the clock to get away. Ortiz was gassed out in the later rounds. I think it was around the 9th. He just was completely gassed out. He was trying to get away. He had little spurts. You know, he's coming to hard, heavy punches. Ortiz got pretty fast hands. He was clearly faster than Chuck. But Chuck is wrapping these right hooks right around the guard, and he's rocking Ortiz with these shots. He's shooting these sneaky right or left uppercuts right through the middle, and he's hitting Ortiz with that. And like I said, all the way to the point that he actually had Ortiz come out of Mexican style and become a boxer again. That's what shows you that that's not a good sign there, people. That's taking it to him, and he's hurting him. So Big Say-So is saying Vergil lost, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think he lost. I think to me, it's very clear that he lost. Because look, he's knocked this guy down twice. All the guy needs is 3 rounds at that point, right? What is it? Yeah, he would only need 3 rounds after the 2 knockdowns. You're gonna tell me he didn't win 3 rounds? He didn't win 3 rounds. He just got the 2 knockdowns. And they're saying that he got 2 knockdowns, right? 4. I've heard somebody over here put that he only had 4. Only 4. That was it. 4 to 8. Yeah, dude, 4 to 8. That would mean that you only give him the 2 knockdowns. There's the 2. Isn't that what that means? I don't think this guy only won those 2 rounds. I mean, that he got the 2 knockdowns and that you call it the end right there. That's all he got. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, that's your opinion, but like that, I don't see it that way. Hey, Bob, did you watch any of it? Yeah, Bob was watching it, but she's working on something. She's busy, people. She thinks she's so much better than us. All right, so we got Big Say-So saying that he thinks that Bud beats Ortiz. I think that's definitely a big fight. It's a risky fight. I think Ortiz has more weapons than Bud. He's much faster. I mean, Ortiz has the potential to knock Bud out in I'd say 4 rounds. He has the potential to knock Bud out early, within you know. I would say that fight can go in 2 ways. In the later rounds, I'd favor Bud, but throughout the first 5 to 6 rounds of the fight, I'd say Bud is at a high percentage, a high likelihood of being knocked out. And I think I might actually lean towards that direction because I think Bud is a very lazy fighter who likes to just kind of paw at you, right? He's just pawing. He likes to shoot that lead right hand over your guard. If Ortiz comes in tight, like he did in this fight, you know, Bud likes to hit you with a couple of shots, uppercuts on the inside. But the work rate of Ortiz is so high that it's just like, and it's not like a touch work rate. This is like, I'm trying to knock your head off work rate. And he's hitting you with these big bombs all the time. It's an interesting fight. And I think Bud would have to get his respect early. And if he doesn't, I think he'd be blown out. It's an interesting fight, but it can go either way. And I think Ortiz has a potential. I think it might actually be a higher likelihood that Ortiz would put him out before he gets to the point where he's fatigued. Because Chuck was putting it on him, right? That's what got him to gas out a little bit. And even though Ortiz was gassed, he's still throwing bombs even while he's gassed. That's very dangerous, you know? Really dangerous. Really dangerous fighter. Okay, so we got Skull Kids 25 actually says he thought Chuck over here won as well. I'm just gonna call him Chuck because I hate saying his name. What is it, Bohachuk? Is that how you say that? I'm not gonna say it. I can't. All right, so we got some people. We got people. It's just like the Crawford fight the other week. People going back and forth. They're going, both ways. Unlike boots tennis. Just saying, it's not the same thing, people. It's not. Give me 1 second. All right, if you didn't see my scorecard, I'll show it to you one more time. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, people. Give me 1 sec. Sorry about it. Sorry I had to announce that. It's pretty fucking disgusting. Remember to subscribe to the Real Food TV, people. This is the greatest channel known to man, sort of. It kind of is. It is. Definitely is.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
It was a good fight, Joe Pesci. It was. And remember to subscribe to the Real Food TV, the greatest channel of all time. Give me one moment. I don't know where the fuck my stuff is. All right, you're listening to the beautiful sounds of Skinny Puppy. You guys know that band? They're pretty good. All right. All right, hopefully my mic isn't too low. All right, so we got, hey, Boots, over here we got these people going both ways. I mean, isn't that crazy? I mean, I don't mean it in that way, Boots. I mean it like, you know, some people think Chuck won, some people think Ortiz won. You got to give out those flowers to all these guys that win, people. Let's see if this is messed up. Okay, those flowers. Checking the flowers. The flowers have been given to Chuck Norris, people. The new Chuck Norris, the Ukrainian Chuck Norris. And Ortiz as well. Great fight, people. Might be fight of the year. Guys are going back and forth. Going for, dude, Mexican style. You got the Ukrainian going Mexican style and winning at times, right? He's winning it. Landing bombs.
We need to have a talk about Vanderhoff. The fact is, he's the sponsor. And you signed a contract guaranteeing him certain concessions.
I'll be right back, people.
One of them being a spot on the show.
Well, that's where I see things just a little differently. Contract or no, I will not bow to any sponsor.
Sorry, I feel that way, but basically it's the nature of the beast.
Maybe I'm wrong on this one, but for me, the beast doesn't include selling out. Garth, you know what I'm talking about, right?
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
I can't talk about it anymore. It's giving me a headache.
Here, take 2 of these.
Ah, new print. Little, yellow, different.
Look, you can stay here in the big leagues and play by the rules, or you can go back to the farm club in Aurora. It's your choice.
Yes, and it's the choice of a new generation.
We need to have a talk
All right.
about Vanderhoff.
Let me see if I can turn this off.
The fact is, he's...
All right, I've returned. Let's see. All right, my dogs are going crazy. I'm going to be talking about maybe a little bit more about this fight, and I'm going to show you my new advertisement. We got new advertisers, people. Can you believe that? Someone actually cares about this shit? Can you believe that?
What the fuck is this piece of shit? What?
All right, I got back crazy late. I got in the last fight, right before the last fight of the card. All right. I'm going to put in a StreamYard link, people, if anybody wants to get in on the chat. I'm going to run the show just a little bit longer before I premiere my new advertisement. Okay, give me a moment. If anybody wants to get in and talk about the fights or whatever up-and-coming fights, just get in on here. I'm going to open up StreamYard. I'm going to be putting the link in there. Okay, I'm opening it up right now. Give me a minute. My voice is going. Damn, it's crazy. All right, hopefully this just didn't start another stream on Backstage, it says. Okay, give me a minute. I really don't know how to use this now. All right, I'm trying to get out. I'm in a different StreamYard that's from some other link. I'm trying to open up another. Give me a moment. Sorry, I don't really use StreamYard. I'm creating a StreamYard link, but I'm not actually joining it or creating another show. I'm just trying to get the audio into this show. Okay, here we go. I'm going to send an invite and copy the invite. I'm going to put it in the YouTube right now. It's in the chat if anybody wants to get in. All right, StreamYard link. See if you guys can jump in on that. Let's see how it works. StreamYard link is in the chat. All right, while we're waiting for people to enter the StreamYard, I'm going to be changing my poster just a little bit. This is not the right poster. Make this official. There you go. There's our scorecard. Bob wasn't here, so it was just me scoring it. Vergil is the orange corner. Bohachuk is the pink corner. We had Bohachuk winning the fight. It went back and forth, as you can see there. Knockdowns, even if you said that those were 9-10 rounds, I think it still would be for... Yeah, it still would be for Bohachuk. He still would have won the fight, even if you call those 9-10 rounds. I would say he would still won the fight. All right. With the knockdowns, if you call them 8-10 rounds, obviously Ortiz won. I mean, he lost to a larger degree there. Okay, just waiting while I get my advertisement. Sorry, I didn't have this ready. I wasn't planning on going too long with the show, but I'll push it on a little bit more. You guys get in there, we can talk a little. Okay, what is this? Your audio and video haven't been added yet. Click add to stage. Hopefully if you guys get in here, you can actually hear me. What is this? Okay, so I have no idea what's going on right now. Hopefully my stream's still going. Let's get. I still see Vergil beating Crawford. We have Skull Kids in the comment. He's saying that he still sees Crawford winning the fight. What versus still see Vergil beating Crawford. Yeah, I'd say the same. I mean, it's a close fight. I think it can go either way. Bohachuk beats Crawford too. I think he does. I think it's just he just throw too much leather coming at him. Crawford doesn't punch that much. He is sneaky with his stuff. I mean, unlike Vergil, I think Crawford would be fighting on the back foot, trying to catch Bohachuk as he's coming in. He'd try to catch him over his jab. He has a very nice jab there, Chuck. It's a nice jab because railing Ortiz with that. That would be an interesting fight as well, I think. The Crawford versus Bohachuk fight. And the Vergil Ortiz is an interesting fight, too. I don't appreciate the whole, I just don't think Ortiz won. I didn't see it. I don't think he was dominant enough to really be called the winner of the fight. And this is another one where you can't even give a guy a draw. Come on. Crazy. I think it's crazy. You can't be honest. I mean, come on. Yeah, Ortiz is throwing a lot of leather, but he's also not landing it a lot of times. He's not landing it. You got this, you got Chuck over here landing these nice chopping right hands, uppercuts. You popping Ortiz's head. Ortiz is getting hurt bad multiple times, and he's getting dropped twice. Right? So I don't know if I'm seeing people score it a 4 to 8. Like I don't see it. And then Josh is saying he would have called it a 10 to 2 without the knockdowns. I mean, how can you say? Are you saying this guy only won 2? Really? You would call those just 8, 10 rounds? I mean 9, 10 rounds? I think the fight was a lot closer than that. How could you really call this fight of the year or an amazing fight if you saw it that wide? I mean, that's a very wide scorecard. I don't know, man. But, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, people. Please. 1 second. Okay. Actually, I got to fix my poster. My poster's all fucked up. It's all blue. I don't know why it's blue. It's blue. Why? Oh, those are all my posters went away. Okay. I'm going to just change the filter. I don't want this to be blue. It's very sad. All right, I'm going to fix this right now. There it goes. Now it's fixed. All right, now they're back in color, people. Just how we like it. All right, we have a 12-round war between Ortiz and his opponent, Chuck, over here. Ortiz over there, Chuck over here, holding his title. He don't have that title anymore. And they were angling towards that Crawford fight the entire time. I hate when I see that in fights because it tells me there's special treatment, and we saw special treatment. I've said it already in the stream. Ortiz, first round knockdown already. They called it a slip. He clearly eats a right hook right on his ear. Drops. Got up. Referee lies. Then he goes and he tells the guy in the corner. The referee tells the corner that it was not a knockdown. That's a lie. It's clearly a knockdown. Later in the fight, somehow, magically, I guess his corner overturns it. Ortiz just lying out of his fucking face, people. Just lying all day. I don't think those were knockdowns. It's like, bro, you're full of shit. You know those are knockdowns. You're just lying. You're fucking lying. You know what it is to be knocked down. He gets knocked down. They go into the later rounds. He gets dropped again in the 8th round. And then, in the 12th, the referee literally pulls the tape right off of Ortiz's wrist in order to buy him time. All right? So Turkey got his fangs in this, people, all over this production. That's not cool. We got to be fair here, people. This is getting disgusting. This Turkey guy wants to fight, so they do this. You know? It's not right. Like, at least give the motherfucker a draw. Can we just have some draws? We got to, oh no, I want Crawford. I want Crawford. So we got to lie? People, you think this guy couldn't even get a draw? All the guy, come on, people. He couldn't even get a draw. That's crazy. I just think it's fucking insane. All right, so I got the, I'm going to see if somebody joined the StreamYard link. See what's going on with that shit. Give me 1 second. I'm checking that StreamYard. Seeing if anybody jumped in there. Okay, so no one wants to talk. No, you guys don't want to talk. What the F? What the F? Okay. Is anyone in the back? How do I use this shit? Am I using this wrong? Am I using this shit wrong? Maybe I am. I don't like to stream. I don't like to do streams through StreamYard, but I'm trying to funnel the audio through the StreamYard. Maybe I'll see if I can get some people to jump on from the Discord. Let's see if we can do that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to open the Discord. If it kills the stream, then I'll blame you guys because you don't want to jump in the StreamYard. All right, just give me 1 moment. I'm trying to find my... I actually found this fucking picture and I lost it again. All right, give me 1 moment, people. Sorry, I'm taking a while to do everything. I'm trying to look for... I had an ad here with sent to me from a new company. We got some sad news I'm going to tell you about. We're pushing this to the limit, people. We really are pushing this to the limit. Right? We're going for it. You know that? Recently we had an advertiser was called Bob. You want to join me on this, or you're done? You don't have to. I just want to announce to the people that we lost an advertiser. It looks like we fucked up. Maybe it's because I keep using curse words. Anyway, we have a PSA here. I'll show you the PSA first, people. We have a PSA here, public service announcement about meth, marijuana as well. Not even once, people. Don't do meth even once.
What the?
I'm only gonna try meth once. I'm not gonna be like that guy.
Yeah. All right, people. So remember, you don't want to end up like that guy, right? Okay. All right. So recently we got the news that one of our sponsors is under investigation, some kind of violations when it comes to food safety. So they've been removed. I think you guys know which advertiser it is. It's Piss. They've had some issues with their manufacturing, some food safety violations. So it turns out that Marquez can no longer sell food items. He's under investigation. When he comes out of that, I guess he'll be able to sell, to sell some food items. But while we're waiting for him to come back, we actually, as they say in life, when one door shuts, another door opens, or does a window, window closes, another. Yeah, same thing, right? Window closes, another one opens. Well, basically, it's kind of weird. We got another advertiser right away who jumped on just right in there. I guess we're in demand. I mean, we are one of the greatest shows, greatest show known to man, especially when it comes to sports. We're just fucking awesome. It's just the way it is, people. So here's a new product. It's Shat candy with the new Mexican street corn flavor. They're really hitting this one out of the park. I haven't tried it yet. It just seems kind of odd. It seems like an odd kind of blend there. One of the weird things I find with it is that they don't really tell anybody what it is. We have no nutritional facts about it, it looks like. Actually, they sent us a readout that's over here. Let me see it. It actually has the ingredients. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm going to check this out. Okay, here's the nutritional facts about Shat. Okay, so it looks like it has... Okay, so we got total fat, 24 grams. I guess that's not too bad. Is that bad, Bob? Is that a lot of fat? It's not that bad for you, right? It's not that bad. I'm talking to Bob. She's in the back. She's not on the mic. I don't really see many problems here, except for the ingredients. They've all been crossed out. That's kind of weird. Got a good amount of sugar in there. And like I said, those just not looking too good there. But I was surfing the internet, and it looks like there's a lot of people who seem to be really into Shat candy. Let's see right here. We got some well-known boxers over here. Okay, so we got Boots Ennis. Did you guys try Shat? And then it says here from Boots, it says, I don't know what it's made of, but I love it. And then we got Shakur Stevenson, who's saying Shat is the shit. We got over here, we got Jermel Charlo. I can't get enough of that Shat candy. And then over here, Devin Haney. Dude, I love the Mexican street corn version. I guess he loves the corn. It's kind of weird. They got all those pieces of corn in there. Yeah, I guess he likes it. This guy looks kind of familiar, actually. Kind of weird. All right, so there you go, Shat Candy. That's a new sponsor we got here, people. That's going to be very helpful. We do need the money. I mean, it's good to have the money. We have money, but we'd like to have some more, You know how it is, people. All right, so we're going to check the comments. If there's any more comments. Yep, that's a Shat Candy, people. Looks delicious, doesn't it? The guy looks very familiar to me. It's like, I guess, like a kind of Willy Wonka thing. Then we got the usual guys in here. We got we got a new sponsor actually. We got Total Recall. All right, so for the memories of a lifetime, people who call Recall. Sounds like looks like a good company. Really is a good company. What is this right here? We have this. This is the funding. This is if you're watching this on the TV, you can scan this QR code to support therealfoodtv.com. You can do it through that, or you can also just simply subscribe to therealfoodtv.com. It's a great channel, people. It's one of the greatest channels of all time. Did I say that right? The Real Food TV. Remember that. All right, so we only watched one fight tonight. I have another video I'm going to be putting out really soon. That's going to be about, like I said, the crybabies when it comes to that Crawford fight. They're telling us over and over again how he clearly won, but they have to jump through all these. They're doing like mental gymnastics to kind of show everybody how Bud has won all these rounds. I even had a guy who was harassing me in my comments, telling me how I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong that this other channel did a breakdown. They played it in slow motion, and it shows that Bud not only won, but he clearly won, and he landed all the punches, all the clear punches. And then I'm watching this guy's video, and the guy's a fucking biased dude. Like, he's just some Crawford nut hugger. That's really what he is. That's what he is, people. The show's also been brought to you by the Hug Team. This hug's for you. I gotta say it, people. I got to. And onlybums.com, where you can watch Shakur Stevens passionately pound these bums, unlike he does in the ring. That's Shakur Stevenson. Onlybums.com.
I was taking it all in.
All right, secondary question.
No Diddy.
Okay, so.
Bomac, that.
All right, I don't know why I had that. All right, so I don't know what's going on next week. I got to go look into the schedule and see who's fighting next week. But they did have a UFC event today. I didn't give a shit about it. This is the only thing I watched. I've kind of gone over all of it. Anybody got anything to add to this in the comments? You guys got anything to add, or you want me to watch this stupid video about this Crawford fanboy? I might save that for another video. All right, give me 1 second. All right, we also got Tim's Auto Repair. Tim's Auto Repair. People, if you don't know the joke, Tim Bradley was pulled over while black. It's only because he's dark-skinned. And by pulled over, I mean he's a race baiter. Never got pulled over at all. He just made it up. But, you know, you never want to have a suntan when you drive a car, people. But if you do, if you know that you have a car that makes you the victim of race baiting, you know, of the victim of, you know, getting pulled over for driving a broken-down piece of shit car, remember to call Tim Bradley, because he'll help you, people. He'll help you. Him and his family. I mean, everybody in his family is law enforcement. They really all are. Just the way it is, people. All right. So, I'm going to save those other videos for the next card, for the next show. I'm going to be doing a show really soon, people. I'm going to get out of here because it's freaking super hot. I've kind of gone over all the fights of tonight. If anybody wants to add anything, I'll wait and answer some questions or something. Or maybe I'll get some people. I did open my Discord. I'll see if anybody's having a discussion. Get them in here. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Got a bunch of people talking about the fight. Let's see this. We got Shadow Moses. We can add them to the chat. But yeah, I'm just gonna make this short and sweet, people. All right, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight, guys. I'm gonna be coming back real soon. Give me 1 second. I gotta bring my music up a little bit. Okay. So I want to thank you all for coming in here. Sorry it's such a short show. I'd like to have everybody to come in here, talk some shit. I'll do it on the next show. Let's see. Come on, guys, get in here. We got to talk some trash. We really do. We really do. Not too happy with the decision to fight. I know some people, I mean, they like Ortiz. I know he has a lot of fans. But I just didn't see him win the fight, guys. If you want, you can have a debate. Maybe we can kind of talk about, not really a debate, kind of a debate. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about this fight. We can go into detail. We can find the video and rescore it, right? That'd be fun, right? All right, but I want to thank you all for coming in here and joining me. It's getting kind of late. I'm going to come back real soon. I have another episode planned for either probably tomorrow or Monday. All right, people. From Foo Sports, have a good night. Good night.
Didn't I just say fuck you? I beg your pardon.
What do you have to do this piece of shit? What the fuck?
Nothing! Bang, man! What you doing, man? I do. I do lay back. Hey. Let me break it down.
To this day, another man. To this day, thousands of miles away. Where I am, you know, when you see things like that. To this day.
Payday. I know that.
They don't understand, man. Y'all don't fucking understand what we go through, man. I don't even know him like that. But I always be an advocate for us because.